Untitled AV here, guys, and welcome back. And every once in a while, I like to set up a budget stereo system for minimal amounts of money and build it from there. And what that means is I'll be building a few different stereo systems over the next few months here, from different price ranges, starting with the least expensive first and buying the components and setting them up over time here. And today brings me to the Klipsch speakers. You see, I was an avid Klipsch owner for years. In fact, before I upgraded my entire home theater speaker set to SVS speakers, well, I owned nothing but Klipsch speakers in my theater. And while I ended up getting rid of most of the Klipsch speakers I owned, I did end up keeping the small tower speakers, the R24F, that I loved so much, acting as my surrounds at the time. The very Klipsch speakers I had come to love over the years, but more importantly, that classic Klipsch sound. But I really think these speakers are going to sound good for the price. You know, I did get them on a Black Friday deal, I will admit. However, even at their normal MSRP, they're quite cheap. As we can see, she's already eager to get inside of there. So it looks like inside the box, right off the bat, we've got our instruction manuals on top of the packing material. Let's go ahead and get that on out of there. She's actually going to help me do some of the unboxing here, as you can see. So in the instruction manual, it looks like we've got some of the branding Klipsch has done over the years, the instruction guides, as well as some accessories that the speakers have come with as well. Guessing these are small rubber feet. And relatively well packed. I don't think there's anything more basic than two pieces of styrofoam in there, and the product packed tightly between them. Klipsch packaging. A little smaller than the box. Alright, in the bag we've got a quick setup guide which shows speaker placement or configuration in a surround sound setup, some warranty information, remember the Energy brand. We've also got 8 individual rubber feet that I've never seen this style before. And of course, a little operating instructions book. As you can see, these are certainly designed for surround sound speaker use. But I'm going to try them in a stereo 2-channel configuration with my power amplifiers. Right off the bat, wow, I do have to say that they definitely still resemble the good old classic Klipsch good looks. But nonetheless, they still are slightly different. Right away, the finish, you notice, is extremely different. This is not Klipsch. This is more similar to an average speaker builder like a Pioneer, an ELAC, or something similar to things that aren't vinyl wrapped. If you notice also that the binding posts, there's only 2 or 1 set of them. There aren't 4 like the old Klipsch towers and even bookshelves had back in the day. And I think, well, I can speak for everyone when I say that, well, the removable grill was a much desired piece or addition to these new speakers. But there certainly are some things that stand out about the Klipschs that I just haven't noticed about other Klipschs in the past. For example, we now have fasteners on all of the drivers and the horn on the front. Clearly added on there for effects. Also, you can tell the finish. This is the old classic Klipsch vinyl wrap. I never really was a fan of it, and when it scratched, it looked bad. This new finish should be a lot better with holding up over time, in my opinion. definitely one of the biggest things that I am sad to see go, and you'll certainly hear me be complaining about the fact that there's only 2 binding posts on the back now. Well, I'm extremely interested to see how these Klipsch speakers hold up in sound over the previous models that I've come to love over the years. I can't imagine that the sonic signature from the Klipsch speakers has changed that much over the years since the predecessor models. That's certainly part of the reason why you do see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame stamp on the box of these guys. Klipsch just has a certain presentation that other speakers just don't have. While at the same time it's been said to be not necessarily a hi-fi speaker brand. The R51Ms feature 1-inch aluminum LTS tweeters, 90 by 90 square Tractrix horns, dual 5.25 spun IMG copper woofers, bass reflex via rear firing port, strong, flexible, removable magnetic grille. These bookshelf speakers are 13.3 by 7 inches by 8.5 inches. The frequency response is 62 Hz to 21 kHz plus or minus 3 dB, with the famous phenomenal Klipsch input sensitivity at 93 decibels at 2.83 volts at 1 meter. The power handling of these bookshelf speakers is 85 watts root mean squared and 340 watts peak. They have an 8 ohm impedance and a phenomenal sound.